What's good, gamers? I am freshly out of a group therapy session and really threading the needle for recording time because I have to pick Cassidy up in 45 minutes. So we're going to crush this one real quick. Um, Shout out the therapy group that I was just in. It felt very productive. Everybody was pretty honest. Um, it was just kind of nice. Not nice because everybody has trauma and shit that they have to deal with. Uh, but nice to have like a sense of community from people that um, have similar issues, you know. Definitely recommend it if you have the opportunity. For this episode today, I'll be honest, I did not take a lot of notes from the sub just because like not too much happens. Um like I alluded to last episode, this is going to be filler. Um Not a lot is going to happen here unfortunately. So I'll try to pad the time with like interesting facts about Dragon Ball or something like that, but um maybe I can work on being more descriptive with the landscapes. But yeah, not too much goes on. We open on a shot of a mushroom forest. Like it's very tall mushrooms, skyscraper sized, I'd say, and building down from there. Uh, Oolong, Goku, and Bulma are now zooming through this mushroom forest. Uh, they're expecting to come up on a town, but have had no sight of it for quite some time now. And the hover car that they're driving in is about to run out of gas, so they have to stop soon. Um, Specifically in the sub, Oolong doesn't know the area that they're driving in. if that anec- damn, if that anecdote gives you any kind of like key into how dry this episode is, it's very dry. I wouldn't blame you if you skipped this, honestly. And if you've watched this far, know that um, if you're clicking on just to like give me a quick view, I appreciate it. I don't need it. I want you to stick around because you genuinely want to uh, watch the thing. Okay, it's the exact same in the sub versus the dub. Yamcha and Puar are still tailing Goku and the gang, and he starts getting flustered thinking about Bulma. It's literally the exact same. He talks about how she has a pretty face and a pretty voice, and then he starts foaming at the mouth. So we flash to the title card for the episode. In English, it is Boss Rabbit's Magic Touch. In the sub, in Japanese, it translates to The Rabbit Boss's Special Technique. And I'll note for this episode that Bulma is still in her bunny costume, in her Playboy bunny outfit. They are finally pulling into a town, Goku and the gang, and have landed at a gas station. Um, the gas attendant looks shocked and honestly frightened of Bulma. We did also get a shot of people running away from the car as they were driving into town. So something about Bulma's off. Um, she she recognizes in English that people are actually scared of her, but in the sub, she thinks it's because there are not that many pretty girls around. So she has a little more ego about herself in the sub. Uh, they ask the gas station attendant to fill the car up, and then ask how much it'll be. And he says, "No, no, 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 no. Don't worry about that. You don't have to pay." Um, Bulma is actively trying to buy capsules. I'm checking to see if sorry sorry about the silence. Okay, yes. Um I wanted to check and make sure that she has the same ego as she does in the sub, which she does. Bulma was checking out uh at the capsule store, um and wasn't happy with the selection, but finally settled on five. Went to check out. She asked how much it would be, and the cashier said, "No, no, no, for you, nothing." And she walked out and said, "Wow, finally, somebody knows how to treat a pretty lady." Which in the sub, it's pretty much the same thing. Um, she says something to the effect of, beautiful girls in that town are rare, and that's why she gets good stuff. Um, Bulma has gone to a clothing store, to finally change out of the bunny outfit, and uh, found a new outfit. It's kind of Aladdin coded. Um, oh, I hope that wasn't racist, but it is very Aladdin coded. uh, okay. I'll have to I'll have to look into that later. Anyway, she wears a very Aladdin coded outfit, and takes off her bunny ears and places them on the head of the store owner. And he's like, "So you aren't a part of the rabbit gang?" And she's like, "What's that?" And he kicks her out. I don't think she had to pay for the outfit, but he kicks her out and is like, "How dare you play such a cruel trick on me?" Um, so we established that there is a rabbit gang. We flash back to Goku and Oolong. They're at the gas station. They're witnessing two men walking around with bunny ears on, or I guess rabbit ears on, just kind of harassing the local folk. Um, and we get the first kind of glimpse of, ooh, very bright. Wow. We get the first kind of glimpse of problematic drawing from Dragon Ball, which is the lips on any ethnic character, quote unquote ethnic. Um, uh, it's very Sambo reminiscent, which has been commented a lot on in Dragon Ball discussion. Uh, but I feel personally that it doesn't take away too much from the whole of the show. Anyway, these two rabbit gang individuals are harassing the townfolk. Um, a little boy ran across um, the front of one of the soldiers, and he said, "How dare you cross my path? How dare you?" I I peaked my audio there. Um, and the boy ran to his mother, and the soldier kicked both the boy and his mother away. They're now threatening Goku and Bulma, um, because the two soldiers saw Bulma and they're like, "Oh man, finally a hot chick." So I guess beautiful girls are rare in this city, at least in the eyes of these soldiers. But they're like, oh, finally a hot chick. And they walked over, brandished their guns, and were like, hey, baby, how about you come along with me and we spend some time together? And she was like, get lost. And they said, how fucking dare you? I'm gonna shoot you. And Bulma was like, Goku, sick him. And he finished whatever it was he was eating. It kind of looked like a bun, like a piece of bread or something. And promptly kicked their asses. Uh, they've all jumped into the car at this point, ready to leave, and one of the soldiers pulls out a walkie-talkie and calls for reinforcements. Specifically, calls for his boss, and the townspeople don't like that. Uh, they are fleeing and warning the crew that they should leave now. So very formidable person, this leader of the Rabbit Gang. Yamcha looks dumbfounded. Bulma's dumbfounded. Goku's dumbfounded. They're all like, "What's going on?" Um, Oolong, of course, is the voice of "I told you something bad was gonna happen." Yeah, something bad always happens. Bleh. I don't care much for Oolong. He kind of sucks. But we're at the mid card, midpoint of the episode. Um, Looking back. Yes. When the soldiers were uh, talking to Bulma in the sub, she disrespected them and they said, don't want to live a long life. So there's just more of a sense of danger in the original version, I suppose. Um, which does I think it does benefit the series. I don't think any of the changes that the West made with the English dub actually helped. I just saw a sign that said Nantok Store, but it's spelled Stor. So that's fun. Uh, they are learning about the boss of the Rabbit Gang. Supposedly, he has the power to turn people into carrots. Goku in the sub didn't want to leave before the Rabbit Gang boss got. I just heard a crazy noise. Goku in the sub didn't want to leave before the Rabbit Gang boss got there uh, because he didn't do anything bad. So he didn't feel like running. In the dub, he didn't want to flee because he wanted to see how strong the Rabbit Gang boss is. Which both versions are true to Goku's character, I feel like. If we decide that the dub is the true Goku character, even the sub is loyal to that. And if we decide the sub is the true character, the dub is loyal to it. Um, Weird that they would swap those traits. Um, but yeah, just saw a sign that said Toriya Motors. Maybe allusion to Toriyama, maybe not. Who knows? Um, the underlings, the soldiers in the sub, were a lot more apologetic and groveling to the rabbit boss. But in the dub, they're like, my bad. Ah, yes. So the powers of the rabbit boss specifically are if he touches you, he can turn you into a carrot. Um, Yamcha remembers this shortly before Bulma goes to like shake his hand. He comes over to the group and offers to shake hands as kind of like a truce type situation, but Bulma slaps it away. Um, Yamcha tries to warn her in the sub. Yamcha says, "Now I remember, don't touch his hand." In the dub, he keeps it to himself. He's still hiding in the like background, spying on them, but doesn't raise his voice enough to warn the crew. So Bulma gets turned into a carrot because she slapped his hand away, and Goku immediately goes on the offensive. Uh, the rabbit boss, of course, is like, "You don't value your friend's life? I'll eat this fucking carrot. I'll do it. I'm about it. I'm about that life. I like carrots. I'm a rabbit." Um, and Goku's like, well, I'm screwed. Uh, and his go-to insult is, "You're a big chicken," which that's just not right. He's a big rabbit. Oolong flees. He's out of there. He's like, I'm gone. See ya. Yamcha and Puar are watching on in horror. Uh, and Yamcha has decided it's up to him and Puar to save Bulma at this point. Because Goku's getting thrashed by the soldiers as he's not allowed to retaliate. Um, so Yamcha asks Puar to turn into a bird, swoop in, and snatch the carrot, which Puar is successful in doing. Um, I'm trying not to use pronouns. I can't remember if Puar is a she or a he, um, or a they. Being a uh, being an individual in that specializes in transformations, I would call them a they. Uh, but that's irrelevant. Anyway, fucking Puar steals the carrot. Yamcha goes in, beats up the soldiers, saves Goku. Goku's like, "Hey man, long time no see. Where have you been?" And Yamcha's like, "Are you fucking stupid? Go get him. Go." Uh, Naturally, Goku, hearing that, does not go. He and Yamcha kind of stand in place and watch Puar fly around as the rabbit boss uh, pursues. Puar flies into one of those giant mushrooms from the beginning of the episode. Interesting. Okay, it seems like I don't think I'm misremembering this, but it seems like in the dub, all three of them jumped uh, to grab the carrot, both in the dub and the sub. But in the dub, the tree that they were jumping in front of is just removed, like it's wiped out of the background for some reason. I don't think I'm misremembering that. I'm pretty sure it was in the background in the sub, but they wiped it in the dub, and I have no idea why they would do that. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Unless they thought like Western viewers couldn't process uh, s- spatial reasoning, I guess. Object permanence. They were like, our viewers just don't have that. Um, I may be misremembering that, but I don't think so. Anyway, all three of them jump for it. The carrot's floating in air. It seems like the rabbit boss will reach it first. Goku, power pole extend, knocks it away. Uh, the boss falls flat. Goku grabs the carrot. Uh, Now the rabbit boss has no bargaining chips, isn't able to uh, protect himself. So Goku just fucking power pole extend again, thwashes him on the head. Thwack may have been a better word, but thwashes is what I went with. And is like, in the sub, he's like, I will spare you if you turn my friend back. he says, I'll fucking kill you if you don't get my friend back. In the dub, he's like, turn my friend back. So once again, that like lack of violent threat is prevalent more so in the dub than in the sub. The rabbit boss turns Bulma back. Goku ties them all up. Yamcha and Puar flee before Bulma has a chance to see them. For some reason, I don't know what the reasoning was in either version, but like in the sub, Puar asks, "Are you sure about this?" And Yamcha's like, "Yeah, this is the only way." Um, it may have been because he just can't bear to speak to Bulma. But whatever it was, they ran away. Goku ties the rabbit boss and his gang up, and extends the power pole all the way to the moon. He literally drops them off on the moon, and fucking makes his way back down. So yeah, that that was the resolution. Oolong comes back after abandoning the gang, and Bulma's like, "What the fuck, man? You suck. You're a coward." And in the sub specifically, Oolong says, after being verbally thrashed by Bulma, he says, "They should have left you as a carrot." So just like a lot more abrasiveness in the sub. So I definitely recommend that version more. But yeah, that was that episode. Um, I appreciate you sticking around. I hope that I padded the time well enough because there really wasn't anything happening for that whole time. Um, and yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed this, I'll upload another one tomorrow. If you didn't, I'm still gonna upload another one tomorrow. Once again, shout out to the fucking people that I was in the therapy group with. And yeah, let me see if I can find the mouse. Okay, have a good night. Bye.